إنما يخشى الله من عباده العلماء.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونستهديه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا وسيئات أعمالنا. من يهدي الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له، ونصلي ونسلم على سيدنا وحبيبنا الحبيب المصطفى سيد المرسلين محمد وعلى آله وصحبه ومن والاه إلى يوم الدين آمين. We are going to embark in the class number 16 of Usool al-Fiqh, and we have just finished the prescriptive legal rulings, and these legal rulings, as we went over them, they are the obligatory, al-wajib, the recommended, al-mandub, the permissible, the al-mubah, the unliked or unrecommended, which is al-makruh, and the prohibited, al-haram. And we mentioned that al-ahnaf have them into 7 instead of 5. They added in al-makruh, differentiated between what came as unrecommended or unliked in Quran and Sunnah. They call it unliked in Quran makruh lidhatih, inheritedly unliked, and the unliked in Sunnah, it's they call it al-makruh, the one that is in Sunnah, they call it karahat al-tahrim. In Quran is karahat al-tahrim, the unliked prohibition, and in Sunnah it is the unliked tanzih. It means tanzih means purifying, means it's better not to do. So they divided this into 2, and then they divided the prohibited as well to 2. One, Quran, they called it al-fard. Fard is the prohibited, and wajib, obligatory, which is the common one that is Ahl Sunnah use for both of them, because Ahl Sunnah doesn't distinguish between Quran and Sunnah. Ahnaf, in their rulings, they don't distinguish. It's just a title they gave because of the differentiation between the level of hadith. So if it's hadith mutawatir, it become fard for them. But if it is not mutawatir, they made it less in degree under other category, but it is still obligatory to do. It's still wajib. So there is no real difference in the result of this. But Ahl Sunnah, which we the rest of Ahl Sunnah, we all know about the 5. And these 5 prescribed rulings, they are actually they describe what is the action of the mukallaf, of the Muslim, that should do. it is kind of a description in its own. So is it wajib? It's fard. What do we do in that action specifically? So it's kind of a descriptive thing. It's prescriptive, but it is also a descriptive for the actions of the individual, of the Muslim, the individual who is mukallaf, which is the sane and adult and not under any effect of something that prevents him from carrying out his duties. Now, there is another type of relationships that also connects the actions of the human, of the Muslim. It is called the declarative rulings, الأحكام الوضعية. And it called الوضعية, it has nothing to do with الأحكام الوضعية, the laws that the man-made laws, because they call the man-made laws الأحكام الوضعية. But this title has nothing to do with this one. They are two different things. Here, الأحكام الوضعية, declarative, there are 5 of them, which are, to understand their nature, they are kind of a relationship connections between the mukallaf and the ruling. So they are not, they don't describe the action. They are relationship between these actions, So these are 5 as well. The cause, which is a sabab, the condition, which is a shart, the prohibitive, which is al-mani', الرخصة والعزيمة, which are the rukhsah is the allowance to do something that is originally or in the original ruling is not allowed, so it's called rukhsah. And al-azima is the original ruling. So the original ruling is the ruling of the action, and the rukhsah is the one that eases this action. And the 5th of these declarative rulings is the الأحكام الصحة والبطلان. الصحة والبطلان is the where the mainly in the muamalat, it's the correctness of the contracts in muamalat, or even in ibadat, like in salah, the correctness of the salah. And al-butlan is the invalidity. So validity and invalidity of Quran. So these are the 5: cause, condition, preventative, and rukhsa and azima, and validity and invalidity. So what are these declarative rulings? When we start with if we start with the cause, if we start with the cause, they are all, like we said, they are all links between this action. So what we going to talk about today is the cause. So the cause is it's a clear and it's a clear and observable matter. So ظاهر منضبط means that it's the sabab is the declarative a matter that is clear and observable, and these are there are two conditions, very important condition, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala الشارع Allah or Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam made it an indicator or a sign or a pointer to the to the ruling. So if sabab cannot be a cause cannot be a cause except if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made it a cause. What are examples of the cause the cause? There are two types of cause. One type is things that are outside of the human capability. It means that we cannot do anything about it. It's a cause, but we cannot make it cause or do not make it cause, because it is just a mark. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made it to indicate an action, to indicate a hukm, indicate a hukm, not an action, a hukm. The action will be based on that hukm, so the action actually the cause will be cause of the action as well. So so these things that are not within the capability of the mukallaf, of the Muslim, like the sun indications of the prayer time. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made the dawn, the sunset, the length of the dhill, of the shadow of the stick, indicator to the time of salah, to start the time of salah. This we call cause. This is the cause. So it's ظاهر and منضبط. It's observable and it's clear. Nobody can say anything about it. It might not be like the sun, the shadow in the sun can be like 3 millimeters here, 5 millimeters there. So it can be few seconds out, a couple of minutes here, couple of minutes there. But to the largest indication, it is precise. Maghrib is very precise. Dawn is precise. So all these are the indications, are the sabab, but they are not. We cannot interfere with this as kind of asbab, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made the necessity that arise from hunger is a cause to eat the maita, the dead. We cannot do anything. As soon as the necessity arise, the hill of maita happens right away, whether we want it or not. If the guy eat or not, it doesn't matter. It is halal for him anyways. So it is sabab. Like if the sun, if the sun sets and you can stay, you can, a person might not go to pray right away, can say 5 minutes, 10 minutes, half hour. So so the cause, when it happens, the ruling happens directly, instantly. We cannot do anything about it. So that's that's in the sabab. There are other causes which we can control. We can actually make it sabab. We can make the action for this, for the cause to happen. We don't cause the ruling of the cause, but we make the action that makes the cause happens, which is when we travel. When we travel, we can break the fast, but we can also not travel. So there is no there is no break in the fast. So we can control the cause of breaking the fast. We can cause we can make the cause happen, which is the suffer, which is travel. Like something else, like the marriage contract. The marriage contract is a cause to make the intimate relationship between man and woman is permissible, halal. You can they can be together. Because originally, before the contract, it is haram. Any intimate relationship is haram, except with this contract. So it is a cause of making it halal. But we can actually not marry, or not marry this woman or that woman. So it is within our capability to initiate the action for the cause to happen. So also, if we look at another example, we see that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, like all the causes have the two, the declarative and prescribed ruling, the taklifi and wadi. All the ahkam, like zina. Zina has two ruling, one taklifi, one prescriptive, and one declarative. The prescriptive is, once he makes zina, the had becomes his hukum. And the declarative is, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made the zina is cause for the had to be implemented on him. So there are two. It needs some imagination here. The first one, which is prescriptive, the taklifi, is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made, if someone made zina, adultery, the ruling is the al-had. But if you think of a person who is doing it, the action of doing zina, of doing the adultery itself, will be a cause for the had to be implemented on him, to be applied to him. So so these are the the two types of sabab. Some of them within the capability of humans, the other is not within the capability of humans. And we understand now that every ruling has two faces. One is prescriptive and one is declarative. And the declarative, which we are talking about today, is the link between the action and between بين التكليف, between the action and between the ruling, the prescriptive ruling, which is this caused by this. So it's just the link. This link is what we are talking about. And by the way, all these descriptive and declarative and all these things, they are in the man-made law, and the cause and condition, and they are all the same, but they derive it not from Sharia. They drive the causes. They make causes on their own. Like adultery, cause of the man is a cause of the man loses his right to his apartment. The apartment. We as Muslim, we don't know what this is. Who made this a cause for that? It's man. It's a man-made. But there are causes and there are conditions and there are made by man. Now there are other face of the cause. We can see here that, like we said, the cause one can control by man, by the Muslim, and one cannot control by man, the Muslim as well, by the mukallaf. But there is another thing which is al-'illah. Al-'illah is the rationale. It's the rationale that is the link between the action, between the hukm al-taklifi and the mukallaf. So the rationale, which is al-'illah, is a cause. It is a cause because the rationale is the cause of an action as well. But in the cause, we saw that there might be no relationship whatsoever between the action and the cause to it. Like, what is the relationship between Salat al-Maghrib and sunset? There is nothing. There's no relationship. What is the relationship between Salat al-Subh, al-Fajr, and the dawn? There is nothing. You know, the shadow. What is the relationship between the shadow and Zuhr and Asr? There is nothing. You know, so there is no rationale between the cause and the action and the rule and the hukm. But al-'illah is the cause that has a rationale, like in drinking. In drinking, what is the cause of the had? Is sukr, being drunk. If you get to the drunk, if you become drunk, if it makes you drunk, then it is a cause for the action. But there is for had, but there is a rationale because the iskar is an obvious cause of losing the mind. So there is a rationale behind the cause. So you can understand why it is the hukum would be applied. You can understand there is a rationale between the two. So we can say that here that every cause, every illah, every rationale is a cause, but not every cause is rationale, because some of the causes is not rationale, like we said about the shadow of the stick for salah, or dukhul Ramadan, the moon. What is the relationship between the moon and the month? There is nothing. Allah made it an indicator and a link. That's what it is. See, so every rationale is a cause, but not every cause is a rationale. So there is another thing that actually at the level the level of the cause and the rationale, which is the wisdom. So there are three things we're talking about: the cause, the rationale, and the wisdom. العلة والسبب والعلة والحكمة. These three has actually we're always get confused between people and between those who don't have enough ilm in Usool or in Fiqh or in Islamic science in general. And you also can see that a lot of the people, of the common people, the mass, uses this hikmah in order to create hukum in their own, or derive a hukum from Sharia that is really it is not a hukum. So what is hikmah? The wisdom. The wisdom is, we said that the cause is clear and controlled and controlled and ظاهر ومنضبط. And we said العلة is ظاهر منضبط and مناسب. It is clear and controlled and known and rationalized. So the three. So in the cause there are two. In the rationale there are three. In the hikmah, it might not be any of these. It's just المناسب. It's just the third one. It's just المناسب. It is الوصف المناسب. It is the suitable. It's a suitable description to the effect of why this ruling might happen. Why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made this ruling. There is kind of suitability. It suits why it happened, but it is not mentioned by Sharia. It is not ظاهر. It is not clear, and it is not منضبط, like controlled. So this is so the wisdom is like when we talk like about the safar, the traveling. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, traveling, what do we, like al-mujtahid, if you think about it, you think that, well, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made hardship is the cause of the breaking the fast. But actually, it is not. It is only the wisdom. It is what we think, because the wisdom is not proven in any of the text, any kitab or sunnah. It is not proven there at all. It is what man can think, because we think as well. It's not haram to think, but the haram is to carry out this and apply it to other stuff. So what do you think? What do we think about breaking the fast? It's Allah make it because of the hardship. You see, we said because of. So if the cause is hardship, no, the legal cause is not the hardship. The legal cause is traveling on its own, because traveling we can see the travel happening clear and controlled. We can do it or not do it. It is there. But hardship, somebody can travel without hardship. Somebody can travel with hardship. So when can we apply the cause? The or the illah. Here, the cause and illah in breaking the fast are the same, which is travel. Travel is the cause and the illah. But the wisdom is hardship. And the wisdom, we cannot come and say, oh, so let's make everything that has hardship cause for breaking the fast. No, we cannot do that. We cannot do that. Why? Because because hardship in its own doesn't have a limit to stop, doesn't have a clear and controlled limit. What is this? What is hardship? It is unmeasurable. It is unmeasurable. You cannot measure it. Maybe somebody work in a hot day, but he likes hot. He can bear hot more. The other one cannot bear heat. So who is the rukhsa for? They work in the same site. Who they work for? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala didn't make such wisdom as an indicator of the hukm. It's only السبب. It might be within the capability of a human or not within the capability of the human, or the illah, the rationale, which is the rationale, العلة, it has to be ظاهرة منضبطة and مناسبة and suitable. The three of them. So the cause is ظاهر منضبط, is clear and measurable, controlled. The illah, clear, controlled or measurable and suitable. Wisdom is suitable. Wisdom, which one of the three is used in qiyas? Because when people say, okay, I am going to carry out this cause or this wisdom that I think it is the cause or I think it is the illah, whatever they are saying, and apply it to another. This mashaqqa. What they are doing actually is doing qiyas, deduction. They are using the legal deduction. Deduction cannot be based on either cause or wisdom. It's only based on rationale, on illah. The illah is one of the four pillars of deduction. There are four pillars of deduction which we are going to go over, and the rationale, which is al-illah, is the hardest and most like extensive chapter in all of Usool Fiqh. There are full books written on العلة only, because it is the most exhaustive way to derive from the Kitab and the Sunnah in the right way, to find the controlled, the clear, and the rationalized, the munasib, that description that has the three, in order to be safe to build on it and carry out in other ruling. There are also two, we can also divide the causes to two other categories, because we look at them from different different ways, different sides. We can say there are a Sharia or legal causes, which can be a cause or a rationale, because Hikmah has nothing to do with Sharia, which it's only our ijtihad. So Sharia causes or illegal cause, or rationalized or natural عقلي rationalized causes. Like what? Like what is the example of rationalized? The الأسباب الشرعية, we talked about the Sharia causes, which is the shadow for the spraying, and the moon for Ramadan, and the contract for marriage, and all this, and the had for drunken, being drunk, and the had adultery, for the adultery. All these are causes, Sharia causes of the different types we describe. But there is a rationalized, is it's in the brain, is in the aql, it's عقلي, it's natural causes. Like what? Like fire causes fire, right? Fire causes burning. If you set fire in something, it will burn. Definitely it will burn. There's no doubt about it. The rotating of earth and sunset. If the earth rotates, sunset will happen. It cannot not happen, and it will come always from the in the west. The sun sets to the west. So these type of causes are rationale. They are, we can't control these things. It is not it is from one way, like the causes that we cannot control, that we said, the causes we cannot control, like the dawn for Fajr and sunset for Maghrib. But these are connected to rulings. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made it. These kind of causes, the natural causes, they are not connected to any hukum. They're not. They are just causes. This causes that. This causes that. And why do we look at these two categorization? We are going to talk about that because it made a huge impact on the Islamic world, and it made a huge also split in the rationale, and created sects within the Islamic world. So we have to mention that, inshallah, now. So the Muslims were divided in understanding the causality concept, which is what we are talking about here, the concept of causality, because these rationale or natural causes uh, constitute this concept, the causality, and it is very important like we said, to comprehend. There are three uh, different sects that understood the causality: Ahl Sunnah wal Jama'ah, and Al-Asha'ira, and Al-Mu'tazila. Uh, Al-Mu'tazila said that these causes, that burning happens by fire, and the sunset with the rotation of earth and the like, they said these causes are set in stone and cannot be changed whatsoever. Even Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, once the universe was kicked, it cannot be changed whatsoever. It is out of it has to be there with no exception whatsoever. The Ash'ari, because like we know, the Ash'ariyah, Abu al-Hasan al-Ash'ari, actually created his madhab after he was like on Mu'tazila for so many years. Then he created it, and he actually went to the other side of the continuum, and he said, no, there are no causes, there are no natural causes. They, Ash'ari, denies the existence of these causes. They said burning has nothing to do with setting fire, and the sunset has nothing to do with the rotation of earth, or hitting somebody with a knife has nothing to do with the blood that comes out of his body, or him dying. These are only indications, these are only things that happened simultaneously. So when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because he said Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala creates the fire and he creates the burning as well. The Mu'tazila said Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created fire and made fire create the burning, and it cannot be reversed. There is no way to be reversed. These Ash'ari said, no, Allah created fire and created burning, but he created burning simultaneously with fire. The fire has nothing to do with burning. Of course, and if somebody stabs somebody, it has nothing to do with his death. So if you say, okay, so why do we call him a killer? And they said, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants us to kill, when this happens simultaneously, Allah wants us to call him a killer, and he wants the had to be applied to him. So they completely denied the existence of cause and effect. The cause and effect doesn't exist with Ash'ari. You see, and they say the dalil, Quran, قلنا يا نار كوني بردا وسلاما. See, it doesn't have to burn. It just happens simultaneously. So it's not that. The third one, which is the Ahl Sunnah wal Jama'ah in the middle, we said, no, Allah created a fire and he created burning, but he made the fire actually be the cause of the burning. So if there is a fire, there will be burning. This cause is a creation of Allah himself. Allah created this cause in the middle between the fire and the burning. This link is the creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. and it always happens except if he wanted to stop it, which is called the miracle, like Sayyidina Ibrahim or any other miracle that happened with all the prophets. So, and he can actually reverse it, because we know that the sunset with the rotation of Earth, it's always from the west, but at a point of time, at the day of judgment, it will come from the east. It will set in the east. The sun will rise from the west. It will be the opposite. So the rotation will go the other side. But this is the miracle. These are things that are not cause and effect. The cause and effects that Allah created as a chain is unbreakable in our world. That's the madhab of Ahl Sunnah, unless Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wanted to do that. So we are not rigid like al-Mu'tazila, like they say it can never be. Even Allah doesn't break it at all at any time. Or Ash'ari who said there is no chain whatsoever. Allah created the cause and the effect simultaneously. So we are at the middle, and the effect of that on the Islamic thought actually was very, very bad, because when you demolish in the Muslim mind the chain of causality, what is the benefit? How do we conduct the experimental science? There is no experimental science, because nothing is a cause of nothing. It's completely creates tawakkul. That's why you find Ash'ari are Sufiya. They tend to Sufiya if they are like ulama or something. They have still tendency Sufiya, and all the Sufiya, they when they adopt a madhab, they adopt the madhab al-Ash'ari in Aqidah. This is why, because the neglect and demolish of the chain of causality. And even Ibn Qayyim in one of his books, he said there is more than 10,000 texts that actually proves the chain of causality, and the Sharia itself is a proof of chain of causality, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put Sharia in order to bring to be the cause that has the effect of the benefit of people. So every single ruling in text or by deduction or by theory, every single, that's what he said, more than 10,000, because every single ruling is a proof of the chain of causality, because it brings the good for people. That's a cause, So praying is a cause for thawab. Sin is a cause of punishment. The sunrise is a cause for light to come, for daylight. Eating is a cause for being full and defeat hunger. The taqwa of Allah is a cause for being the taqwa is for victory, and ma'asiyah and bid'ah is a cause for the defeat. Unity is a cause for victory as well. The division leads to defeat as well. Knowledge leads to advancement. Ignorance leads to regression. Wealth is a cause of power. Poverty causes weakness. Awareness leads to salvation. Neglect of reality, which is what we are talking about here. Neglect of reality is the direct cause of destruction and end of a civilization. And inshallah, we will continue next lesson in the condition الشرط. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.